The period from 1871 to 1914 was marked by profound transformations and escalating tensions in Europe. The map of Europe, which had been meticulously crafted by negotiators at the Congress of Vienna in 1815, underwent significant changes. 6 great powers now dominated the continent, each striving to assert its influence and intervene in international affairs. These powers were the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the German Empire, Italy, Russia, France, and England. In the heart of Europe, 3 powers that had been fragmented in 1815 emerged as unified entities by the late 19th century. The Austro-Hungarian Empire, a dual monarchy established in 1867, faced the complex task of managing diverse ethnic and national groups within its borders. This multi-ethnic empire sought to expand its influence in the Balkans, where nationalist movements were gaining momentum. The German Empire, unified in 1871 under the leadership of Prussia, aimed to consolidate its newly achieved cohesion. This process involved integrating various German states into a single national framework. Similarly, Italy, unified in the same year, focused on solidifying its national unity and addressing regional disparities. To the east, the vast Russian Empire extended from Poland to the Pacific Ocean, encompassing a multitude of ethnic groups across Europe and Asia. The Tsars were dedicated to maintaining the unity of this sprawling empire. They pursued a pan-Slavic policy, particularly in the Balkans, aiming to support Slavic nations and counter Austro-Hungarian and Ottoman influence in the region. In Western Europe, France and England, both long-standing and relatively democratic nations, engaged in competitive colonial policies. Their imperial ambitions often brought them into conflict, not only with each other, but also with other colonial powers, as they sought to expand and protect their overseas empires. Despite the dominance of these great powers, numerous ethnic and national groups remained dissatisfied. Their demands for recognition based on language, religion, and culture increased, especially within multinational empires like Austro-Hungary and Russia, and even within nation-states like France and Italy. To manage these internal pressures, states often sought to reinforce cohesion through various means, sometimes making concessions. Russia adopted a policy of divide and rule in regions like Finland and the Baltic states, aiming to prevent unified opposition. Hungary pursued Magyarization, promoting the Hungarian language and culture to the displeasure of Croats and Romanians within its territory. Austria attempted to mediate between German and Czech populations in Bohemia. England faced the Irish question, considering an autonomy project to address Irish demands for self-governance. Some of these demands were met with partial or full concessions. Iceland gradually gained political autonomy from Denmark, Norway's independence was recognized by Sweden, and new states in the Balkans emerged from the disintegrating Ottoman Empire. Diplomatically, the relations among the great powers underwent a significant transformation. The ideal of a harmonious European order envisioned at the Congress of Vienna gave way to a system of alliances. By the turn of the century, Europe was divided into 2 hostile blocs: the Triple Alliance, Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy, and the Triple Entente, France, Russia, and England. This system of alliances was underpinned by intense national sentiment. Each nation within these blocs claimed a civilizing mission, and state patriotism was promoted through public education and military service, often leading to aggressive nationalism. This nationalism was further fueled by crises and conflicts that arose within and between the Allied blocs. Between 1905 and 1914, Europe experienced a series of crises that heightened tensions. These included confrontations between Russia and Austria-Hungary in the Balkans and disputes between France and Germany over colonial territories. The Moroccan Crises, 1905 and 1911, and the Balkan Wars, 1912 to 1913, exemplified the growing instability and competition among the great powers. Despite these crises, efforts at dialogue and cooperation continued. However, the mechanisms of alliance systems and the accelerating arms race created an environment where even minor conflicts had the potential to escalate. The intricate web of alliances and the buildup of military capabilities made it increasingly difficult to resolve disputes peacefully. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in 1914 was the spark that ignited this volatile situation. The pre-existing tensions and rivalries, exacerbated by nationalist fervor and militaristic policies, quickly spiraled out of control. The mobilization of alliances and the rapid succession of war declarations plunged Europe into a conflict that would become the First World War. The period from 1871 to 1914, therefore, represents a crucial phase in European history. It was a time of nation-building and empire expansion, but also of rising nationalism and deepening divisions. The intricate and often contradictory forces at play during these years set the stage for the devastating clash of nations that would reshape the continent and the world.